What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Always Occupied Home and Product Reviews. And in this review, we are going to go over something that every garage guru needs. This is an overhead garage storage rack. This is the racks that be right on top of the ceiling of your garage, and you could put all of your totes up there, store all of your Christmas, your holiday, all your holiday stuff you can store in your garage. You don't have to waste no storage space. Maybe you want to use your storage space as a different room. This will be a big review. When I review this stuff, I usually add the install with the video, you guys. That's how come sometimes these videos be long. I'm gonna put everything to the side. We're looking for one main component in all of this, the instructions. So the main thing with this, you guys, is that you have to hit a stud, okay? That's the main thing when you're doing this. Make sure you screw into studs. Your last warning. That's the last warning I'm gonna give you, okay? They gave you anchors. I guess if you want to just put it in drywall, but no, I'm looking for wood, you guys. I don't trust that. I trust screws on wood. All right, you guys. So the way I'm gonna do it, I'm going to put it right here in this area. All right, you guys. So I found a mistake in the instructions. These are supposed to be 3A, which goes in the middle, and these supposed to be 3B, which goes on the corner. So I don't know if it got mixed up. Somebody mixed it up in manufacturing. But if you run into this situation, I'm just letting you know. I was getting a little confused for a second, but these are supposed to be in the middle. So we got the first two up, okay? And I have the middle one right here up. And now I'm going to put the bar that's supposed to come down. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to show y'all that part because I think, well, I'm going to show y'all that so y'all, if anybody get confused, y'all will know how to install it. But yeah, let me go ahead and show y'all that real quick. When you do this, everything is basically 48 inches. They said measure from here to there, from right to left, 48 inches. And then when you're going from front to back, make sure you 48 inches. And another thing with us is that we are running perpendicular. We're not parallel. So our studs are going the opposite direction. I have the L-shaped bar right here, right? And the way I have it on this side is basically going like this. I'm just going to set it the same way that I got the opposite side. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I'm going to make sure I'm on my 48 mark. My 48 inches is right here. So we have the 48 inches right here. And this 48 inches is going from there to there. And then 48 inches from here to here. Okay, so everything is 48 inches. This do come with a little wrench and a little mini socket. I'm using the mini socket and I'm using one of my personal ratchets. This is, nah, we're not doing that. Okay, now you can set the height to what you want to set it to. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put this back up here. Again, I'm on my second notch. I'm on notch number 2. Yeah, I believe that's right. All right, so now I'm, ouch. I'm gonna put y'all back up. All right, you guys, so I'm on notch number 2. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift it up so that way the hole can match and it don't look tacky. That's just me personally. I'm gonna put the socket piece right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and screw it in. I should screw it in the top first. Yeah, let me screw it in the top first. Give me a second, guys. So right now I'm screwing the top. Make sure I stay within the 48 inches. And remember, this is the bottom part that I was talking about that was labeled wrong with the plastic. And you want the opening to be on the inside because you got to place your bar on the inside. Make sure you match your other side because you don't want to be crooked when you installing your whole shelving. So make sure that you are as straight as possible. Hold on a second. There you go. Show you this. And we'll put it up. What comes in, guys? Not too bad. It's not too bad. It's measuring. It's all business. If I was parallel, I've been done a long time ago. But perpendicular, which means our studs could be crooked. So that's the issue I have with this over here. So I had to use an anchor on this side. Okay, you guys, so this is how I have it. All right, again, I am perpendicular. So my studs are going this way. And this is my stud mark. So I'll mark the X right there. That's a stud and it's correct. I'll mark the X right here. It's supposed to be a stud and it is not hitting the stud. Okay. So it's like right there. So it may be right here. That's the issue I'm having. But this one should be a stud right there, but it's not. So I had to put a anchor right there. It starts from there. And then you put your second one on. All right. And this is the second one. These are the ones that go in the middle. That one goes in the middle. And then you have your corner ones. This is how it's supposed to go because it's supposed to latch right on to the shelf. All right. And this is how you put your beam on. I'm going to put one on for y'all right now so y'all can see. And what we're going to do is put it in right there. All right. And now we're going to try to slide it right on in here. And now we have to play with it. They have to give you some leeway so we can slide this and then we can make it to this hole because we have to put a screw from here to here. All right. Same thing with that side. We got to put a screw from that side to that side. And same thing. We're going to have to put a screw right through and then screw on that side. And then we're going to put this thing together. We're going to install our first one right now. And then I'll install the second one. But right now, I just want to install the first one. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys. So I caught them in another hiccup again. So they have these screws as 10, right? So they have 10, 10, 10. So these are the screws that we're actually putting on right now to go ahead and install our bar, right? So we're putting that in, but the 10s are here. But unfortunately, the 10s are mixed in with the 6. So everything is mixed in here. So they had the small screws and then they had these medium-sized screws. And then we have over here 8. And then here is 13. So 8 have longer screws in here. A few short ones. They have a few short ones. But we're putting the medium size from the bag number 6. We're putting the medium size for the bag 6 on to there. But as far as 10, you have to look up here and it tells you the measurement of the bolts. Then we try to go back. All right, so it says 6. So yes, we use 6 for the ceiling. All right, so we're gonna go here and then it tells you the number bolt. Okay, so if you're looking at the bag, don't look at the bag. Okay. All right, so just look at your paperwork right here. All right, and this is not even too much helpful at all, but you know, it just lets you know how much you have on what. But these fit just fine on there. This is perfect. 48 inches on the dot is perfect for us, you guys. Hold y'all like that, just like that. How am I holding y'all? Y'all are under my arm. I got y'all under the wing. All right. So I did the 2 on this side. Now I got to do the 2 on that side, and then we will start putting the shelf on. They said when you install this bar or the shelf, like this solid part is supposed to face outwards. So they got 2 that's facing this way, and then they have 2 that's facing the opposite way. So let's see how this works. So the bar, make sure you have some leeway where it can fit out, and it fits right inside. All right, it fits right inside. If you need to push out your rack a little bit to pull it in, just like this, you got to wiggle. You see I'm going back and forth, wiggle it, and then fit it inside. All right, so wiggle it and fit it in. Oh, this is so much fun, you guys. Now I have 1 up, and I'm about to go ahead and put the screws on. Again, I'm gonna use the longer screws on this one. And yeah. All right, you guys, I'm coming down to the final. Right now, I'm just doing a test right now. Disclaimer, I think I'm putting more than 600 pounds on this thing. So we will see if going over the limit was too much. All right. Or will be too much. I'm not sure if it's actually 600 pounds, but I think by the time I'm done, it might be more than 600 pounds on this thing. So right now, I'm just going to put them on, and then I'll let y'all know the verdict. Another thing is when you get this, you may want to get plywood depending on the style tote you have. So let me show you real quick. All right, I'm gonna take y'all up. And if you have this style of toting where you see the bottom is not flat, it has like little legs right there. So it's getting caught on every time I move it. So when you move it, you gotta kind of lift it a little bit. It's not too bad, but it's, it's time consuming and irritating. But if you have a regular tote where it's flat on the bottom, then you're good for the most part. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting totes up and stuff like that, and then we'll do the final review. Okay, you guys, so I brought y'all up to earth. And again, this up here to let y'all know that is why the reason why I said get yourself some plywood is because, again, something like this have like little bottom feet to it. So when you push, you can't really push how you want to push. All right. So a piece of plywood will be nice. And plus this is a 4x8, which will make it better since plywood and stuff usually come in 4x8. All right, you guys. So here we go. We have the totes up. We have the shelving up. Everything looks good. Sorry that my extension cord is in the way, but my apologies on that. It is what it is. A key thing to, I guess, jot down. So I have 2 screws on the middle. All right. Just wanted to let y'all know that just in case that, I didn't input that or put that in the video. So I do have 1 screw into the main. I got 2 screws in the middle, and then down here, I'm supposed to put my screws in, but I don't have it in. And reason why is because I want easy access. I might want to take my totes down, and I want to go and get like the middle tote. And like I said, I don't have plywood, so it's not easy to slide. So what I will do is I will drop this shelf, and then I'll get the totes in the middle because the shelves are easy to take off and put on. Also, I lowered it too. Yeah, I lowered it so I can fit another tote on top. Again, I don't know my weight capacity. I have Halloween stuff, Christmas stuff. I got DVDs, photos and stuff like that. Not too many photos because I know photos get real heavy. But we have photos and, all storage stuff, I don't know why I still have DVDs, you guys, but it is what it is. But yeah, so mainly holiday stuff we have up here, clothes, winter clothes, summer clothes, and stuff like that. And also I still have totes in the basement. So yeah, but I can fit on top of here depending on the size tote I have. And yeah, so that will be all, you guys. If y'all have any other questions, comments, concerns, put it in the comment section. I'll get back to y'all as soon as possible. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next product review.